If you want your kids to be successful, they need to master one skill: public speaking. When kids feel confident talking about their projects and passions, they can make people listen. They can turn anyone into an avid supporter of their ideas. But in school, kids rarely get to practice giving presentations. And when they do, teachers don't tell them how to be an influential, captivating speaker. So that's why it's up to parents and educators outside of school to teach their kids how to up-level their public speaking skills. By the end of this video, you'll have 3 activities you can do with your kids to help them become the kinds of speakers who can win funding for their startup, inspire a following, and even change the world. Stick around to the end for a bonus exercise that will help your kid build a critical skill that will ensure their success, no matter what happens during their presentation. My name is Ivy, and I'm the founder and CEO of Prequel. We help kids 9 to 17 discover themselves and the world through entrepreneurship. One of the foundational skills to entrepreneurship is public speaking, which we've taught to hundreds of kids who have gone on to use those skills to do everything from raising funding for their startups at 16 or 17 to giving powerful TED Talks. I get it, public speaking is terrifying, but we've helped kids not only get over their fear of public speaking, but also get excited about sharing their ideas with the world. So I know these activities will help your kids too. So let's dive in. The first activity is building an elevator pitch. Imagine your kid gets into an elevator and the person standing next to them just so happens to be a funder or someone they want as a mentor or even potential business partner. If they want to get their idea out before that person gets off the elevator, they're going to need to be quick, compelling, and concise. Enter the elevator pitch, a succinct pitch that conveys the most important and compelling points of your idea in about the time it takes to ride an elevator. Now, elevators or not, you never know when your kid is going to get the chance to speak to someone about their passion. If success isn't about what you know, but who you know, then that's only if you're prepared for those lucky opportunities when they arise. The best way to prepare? Practice an elevator pitch at home so your kids are always ready to take full advantage of all opportunities. Start by sitting down together and brainstorming the following questions. What is a project you're working on? Why should someone care about it? Why do you care about it? How can someone support you, and why should they? Once your kid has had a chance to think about these questions, set aside a timer for 3 minutes and have them run through their pitch. Then set the timer for 2 minutes and have them run through it again. Finally, set the timer for 1 minute and have them run the pitch one last time. As you reduce the time, your kid will have to think about how to make their pitch even more concise and compelling. Take note of the things they choose to leave out. What remains in the final cut at 1 minute are most likely the most important, most compelling aspects of your kid's idea. Those are the points your kids should focus on. Make sure they're not speaking faster instead of narrowing down what they say. The elevator pitch will help your kid feel more confident talking about their ideas and asking for support. But to really up-level their public speaking skills, have them dive into our next activity. Before we do though, if you've enjoyed the video so far, don't forget to leave a thumbs up so more people can find it. The next activity is to have your kid build their own pitch deck. Start by watching some examples of famous presentations together. A great resource to find presentations is TED Talks. Some of the most famous ones of all time are Do Schools Kill Creativity by Ken Robinson with 75 million views. Our Body Language May Shape Who You Are by Amy Cuddy with 68 million views. Inside the Mind of Master Procrastinator by Tim Urban with 67 million views. You can check out all of those TED Talks linked in the description below, along with our very own student Eva, who gave a TED Talk about social media and the way that it impacts her life. You can watch all of these together with your kid and think about what made these presentations engaging. How do they compare to presentations that they've seen at school or elsewhere? How can you emulate these presentation styles? Then have your child go build their own set of slides for a full-length pitch of their idea. Have them imagine they'll have the stage for at least 20 minutes and then give them free rein to go build a slide deck. Now our final activity. As you may have guessed, have your kid give their presentation to an audience. You can start by having your kid present their slide deck to you. The first time they run through it, they might be nervous, and that's okay. Have them be patient with themselves running through their presentation the first few times. The more they practice, the better they'll be. Make this a weekly habit. Maybe they can present on what they did that week or what they learned, or present on something that they want to persuade you on. Once they've practiced with you, then it's time to shake things up. Depending on their audience, they'll likely want to adjust their presentations a bit. So have them pretend to give this presentation tailored to different audiences. How would they adjust their pitch if they were talking to a group of their peers? What about if they were talking to a group of high-powered funders? Or if they were speaking to a room of 5-year-olds? The more they practice adapting their presentation to their audience, the better. This will help them see how their presentation styles can change to fit their audience, but also what elements remain the same no matter who they're talking to. And for those of you who have waited and watched this far into the video, here's a bonus. Most public speakers fail when it comes to thinking on their toes. When things go wrong, technology breaks, or you get a tough question from the audience, it's easy to get off track. So how do you help your kid prepare for that? The random word exercise. Here's how you do it. Give your kid a random word like walking, books, lettuce, gardening, dogs. Then challenge them to come up with a 1 to 2 minute presentation right off the bat based on that one word. This will feel silly and difficult at first, but that's good. It'll get your kid into the practice of thinking on their toes, which is one of the most important public speaking skills to develop. And you can do this exercise anytime, anywhere. Practice it on the way to school, every day, or go around the table and have everyone give it a try at dinner time. Overall, the best way to get better at public speaking is to simply do it. Encourage your kids to get out there and make their message heard. The more they pitch their ideas, the easier it will be. If you're interested in more content like this, sign up for Prequel's weekly newsletter. We give advice and free resources to parents who want their kids to learn the skills to get ahead in school and in life, especially the skills not normally taught in school. Thank you for watching and subscribe for more.